Good evening, Marquette. I'm Tom Heiner.
And I'm Hallie Gordon. In our top story tonight, Attorney General Eric Holder announced Thursday that the Justice Department is sending employees abroad. The United States wants to encourage other countries to raise their laws and policies on terrorist acts. One objective aims towards raising inter-nation cooperation between countries in information sharing, investigations, and prosecuting.
After recent events with the mysterious submarine sighting off Swedish shores, their military confirmed Friday there was a trespassing submarine. Swedish intelligence picked up an emergency radio call in Russian, but Russia denies having a vessel in the Swedish waters. This is a territorial violation which Swedish Prime Minister Stefan Löfven intends to uncover.
In Illinois, first-term Republican Senator Mark Kirk had a very amusing response to the press when asked about his future plans. They asked if he was stepping down because of his health problems from a stroke in 2012. He responded, "No frickin' way am I retiring," and even though Illinois remains a very blue state, he thinks the medical problems could help him get reelected.
Facebook just created an easy-to-read privacy guide. It lists the information it collects about you and how you can control the data. Its guide is called Privacy Basics. It shows you how to limit what people can see. They also updated its data policy. It now lists what information it collects on users and how it is shared with advertisers. The new policy will be open for comment over the next year.
Last week, Amazon unveiled an unusual product called Echo. Echo is a $199 standalone smart speaker with a splash of Siri and no screen. It has a far-field microphone that can pick up a voice clearly from far away. You can speak into the speaker and it can provide things like news updates and personal reminders. The smart speaker is now selling on Amazon.
Photojournalist Levinson Wood set out to become the first person to walk all the length of the Nile River during his travels. He went through a series of exciting and dangerous adventures. He crossed swamps, climbed mountains, cozied up to scorpions in the Sahara Desert, and dined on rat stew and grasshoppers. Those months, he says, were the best of his life and an opportunity to do something nobody had ever done, especially in the 21st century. Woods' expedition took 9 months to complete.
Snapchat is taking a step toward increasing your privacy. The photo sharing app will now warn you if another app on your phone is saving your pictures. Snapchatters using third-party apps will be forced to change their password. If they refuse, their accounts will be locked until they do so. This will prevent private pictures from being saved.
Did we almost lose the U2 lead singer? The aircraft taking the U2 lead singer from Dublin to Berlin was missing until it landed at Berlin Schönefeld Airport on Wednesday. Besides the U2 singer, there were 2 pilots and 4 other passengers on board. U2 is still scheduled to perform Thursday at the Bombay Awards in Germany. Other members of the band were traveling separately. The singer also had a recent accident in Central Park.
Jennifer Lawrence is not the best when it comes to singing. The Oscar winner admitted to David Letterman on his Late Show that she has a huge fear of singing in front of other people. Lawrence claims that she has a tone-deaf Amy Winehouse voice. We'll find out how she sounds when Mockingjay Part 1 opens on November 21st.
And speaking of Mockingjay, planning on going to the movies this weekend? Another incredible movie opens this Friday. A 3rd movie from the Hunger Games series opens with Katniss Everdeen, starring Jennifer Lawrence, leading a rebellion against President Snow's army. After her home District 12 is destroyed, she finds new options with District 13 in resisting the violent war at hand. Talking about movies, I got to tell you, I think it's a no-brainer. There's a lot of incredible movies out there. I just saw Interstellar over the weekend. I could go on for minutes about how much I liked that film. Boy, was it confusing. But it didn't occur to me till today that I didn't realize The Mockingjay Part 1 is also coming out this Friday. Katniss Everdeen, great story.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking for it. I'm a fan of the series. I read all the books. I didn't quite finish the 3rd one because I know it didn't get as good of a rep as the first 2. But
That's what I heard.
I'm still just excited. The first 2 were so well done. The cast did a phenomenal job. All the way through. Jennifer Lawrence is great in that movie. So it'll be definitely worth seeing. I'm sure they'll bring in a lot of money for that. You know, it's a big series.
It's funny too. It's not going to be anything like the other two movies because the other two involve the actual Hunger Games.
Yes.
Where they put all the districts against. But now they're starting a rebellion war, so it's going to be interesting to see how much more action there will probably be with this.
Yeah, it'll definitely have a different theme going on there, a little different tone. But on a different topic, I find it so strange, this whole tiger situation in Paris. It sounds like they're still questioning maybe how the tiger got out because they're also still looking for it, which is a little scary.
It's really scary and really dangerous, and it does kind of remind me again of a movie I saw years ago called Dr. Dolittle, and a tiger went loose and he has to help it. But who knows? Tigers are very rare animals. I hope they do find it. I hope the best for those Paris people. I don't think anybody should be in too much danger as long as they steer clear of it.
Yeah, hopefully. I know you just don't get too close to that kind of thing.
I would hate to see that tiger have to get put down or something for escaping.
I know, of course.
They are really rare animals, very unique too. And yeah, going to U2 with Bono and his rock band, pretty scary stuff for that jet to mysteriously go missing for a few hours in flight.
Yeah, it sounded like he had a rough week there, but it's good to hear that U2 is still staying with their schedule.
I have mixed feelings for Bono. Well, that's all the time we have for tonight. I'm Tom Heiner.
And I'm Hallie Gordon. Thank you for joining us on MUTV Newsflash.